Good morning, y'all. It's October 25th. Yesterday, I accompanied Mr. Andre Abrams to the Gainesville Police Department, and he had put in a internal affairs complaint Friday last, and they have been trying to contact him in the form of what I think is intimidation. If you watch the video, anyway, it involved a Lieutenant DURST, and Lieutenant DURST is a liar and the truth isn't in him, and he investigates bad cops. That's supposedly his job, but he's an established liar. Now, there's not a lot of traffic that comes through there, and there's not a lot of cop watchers activists around here. So I was out cop watching on in June of 2022, and I was accosted by acts unbecoming of a Gainesville Police Department officer named Kelvin Mateer. And so I filed a complaint against him, right? Now, Lieutenant DURST said that he had never encountered me before. He didn't know who I was. See, November 3rd, 2022, in response to personnel complaint, IA number, blah, blah, blah. Internal, and that's me, Starlin P. Okay. Internal Affairs has reviewed your complaint that was received on June 28, 2022. There is the date they responded to me, November 3rd, 2022. Complaint related to an allegation of assault and or inappropriateness. The complaint was investigated by Internal Affairs Lieutenant DURST. As part of my investigation, I spoke to you, reviewed your citizen complaint form, and viewed the allegation of an assault and or inappropriateness was unfounded. A finding of unfounded means the investigation revealed that the alleged acts did not occur. Chief Lonnie Scott and Assistant Chief Persmistica Owens also received this case and agree with the findings. Based on the review, the Internal Affairs Unit of the Gainesville Police Department has determined this matter warrants no further investigation and is considered closed. Okay, the video was called Parting Shot. I changed the name after they come to a bad decision. I'll put a link in there. It's called Chief Lonnie Scott now, because he didn't want to do anything about it, so I put his name on it. He can wear it and wear it well. And this is Lieutenant DURST, T. DURST, the lying ass motherfucker that we met yesterday. Now, he's a liar and the truth isn't in him. He investigates cops, and not only, he's not an internal affairs investigator. An internal affairs investigator is usually a sergeant with a minimum of 5 years experience in law enforcement. This is the director of internal affairs. All right. And yesterday, that's who we met, the director of internal affairs. And he was pressing Mr. Andre. His complaint was very well developed for a layperson. And I incorporated this on there. This was it, because his records request was not to his he didn't get what he asked for. So then we made it more in depth where they couldn't shake the hook. I'm requesting and exact every and all Officer Vasquez, Sutton, and Mateer to include unknown supervisor of officer's car body-worn camera with the action trail report, to include any IA Pro Blue Team entries, to include any, every, and all communication transmission on issued devices and applications, or non-issue applications, as GPD officers may communicate on encrypted applications via issued devices. An example being communicating with WhatsApp, Viper, Telegram, WeChat, or other such applications not named or known during this call that corresponds with this incident. These records are being requested by law as to the incident I am filing a complaint about. The officer Mateer and his actions captured on the complaint form. I was told there is no Velasquez body-worn camera. That is my second complaint of this call, and the request for action trail applying in this matter, primarily, but not limited to, as action body-worn camera must be interrogated for such discrepancies occurring. I am requesting these records prior to the internal affairs complaint, but these were not to my satisfaction. And as in the sequence of events, my records request first, then the IA complaint follows. And his IA complaint, you seen it yesterday, is Officer Mateer entered his house. He was told to get the fuck out. He didn't have a warrant. And then he lied and said the man's wife told him he could go in. And that's not as per his own body-worn camera. We already have that. So long story short, Lieutenant Durst is a liar. Fucking truth ain't in him. I told you I'm going to go balls to the wall on you. And I'm gonna press back. And that's what I'll be doing. But I just wanted to show exactly what went on here. And all this information that I put on here about IA Pro and Blue Team and all that, that was information. I want to give him credit. Information disseminated by the James Madison audits. I listen and take notes. And this is some of his teachings and instructions on how to deal with the police. I'm implementing that in some of the things that I do. Thank you for your time and effort spent reviewing this. I'll be following up. And there's the incident number, or the CAD number. He said, you know, they're just a bunch of bullshit down there, because there's a lot more to this with Andre Abrams than what we're alluding to. There's a lot of open ends that are still in the works right now, and this situation is very fluid, minus this complaint. That, what I spoke of, has nothing to do with the complaint. I just can't speak on it because it's improper or what's happening and the future, what the future holds. But this is how we aid and help one another and what we're supposed to do. And Andre, he needs help. He's been protesting. He hasn't got the attention he deserved. But eventually, when all this comes out, you'll see the full accounting of the facts. Well, thank you for your time spent reviewing this. Y'all have a great day. Oh, and the video, I'll put a link talking about Lieutenant Durst. See? But anyway, so long story short, I'll put the link to that video. It used to be called The Pardon Shot, and then whenever I got this here verdict, I changed the title to Chief Lonnie Scott. You'll see why. Thank you, and bye now.